Hello, Pucatraders. My name is Wilson, and we are doing a Magic Origins draft. And here, there's a lot of good cards in here. There's an Acolyte of the Inferno, there's a Tower Geist, an Undercity Troll, a Claustrophobia, an Unholy Hunger, and a Topin Freeblade. Really, all of these, I believe, are on the same power level. They're all very, very good. And I think it's just a matter of what flavor do we want. And I think my flavor right now is going to be red. Maybe one of these blue cards will wheel if we took like Claustrophobia, maybe the Tower Geist would wheel. But Acolyte of the Inferno is so very good. Now we get another great blue card passed to us, but we also get a great black card passed to us, which is Cruel Revival. Some other good cards in this pack are Boggart Brute, Unholy Hunger, Separatist Void Mage, Fetid Imp, Aspiring Aeronauts a little bit. But I'm going to take this Cruel Revival. I think it's very good. It's much better than Holy Hunger, Unholy Hunger, which is harder to cast, and getting the zombie back sometimes is just value. So I'm going to take this Cruel Revival, passing up on some good stuff, but Cruel Revival, that is. So passing 2 Unholy Hungers so far. Now there's another Claustrophobia. So we could have started off with double Claustrophobia, Separatist Void Mage, which is, pretty good. But instead, we're looking at things like a Crowan Sergeant or Enthralling Victor, to a lesser extent the Subterranean Scout. I kind of want to go with Enthralling Victor. If we're going to go black-red, I want to go the Sacrifice route. I don't really think I've done that before, but I think this would be very cool to do Enthralling Victor. A Crowan Sergeant is very, very good, and I wouldn't fault anyone for picking that, but I'm going to take the Enthralling Victor just because of the extreme upside that this shows. Here's another Claustrophobia. It looks like blue is pretty open going from our right passing to the left. We could take in a Crowan Sergeant here. Maybe this Cruel Revival was just a ploy, just something to distract us. I'm going to pay attention to this Claustrophobia. We've put a lot of people in blue going to our left. So, and if all those things wheel, then, then they all wheel. But a Crowan Sergeant is still fine. Other good cards here are like Rogue's Passage, Aspiring Aeronauts, Herald, but we'll take the Sergeant for now. Alright. So here it's a choice between Skyraker Giant and Throwing Knives. Throwing Knife, singular. There's just one knife you're going to throw. Skyraker Giant is a very good card, but I really like the Throwing Knife. Putting it onto like a Crowan Sergeant is very, very good. And also just like throwing it and dealing 2 damage to something is value. So it's also a removal spell along with a pump equipment. Skyraker Giant is good and it's very efficient, but we'll take the Throwing Knife. Throwing Knife. Here's the Thunderclap Wyvern. So that's interesting too. I think we take... I kind of want Infectious Blood. We saw another Infectious Blood earlier, and that could be interesting. We're not super into black right now. We are deep into red, and I don't think any of these cards really pull us towards anything. The Totem Guard Heartbeast is an interesting one. If we had picked up all those Claustrophobias, maybe this Heartbeast is good. I'm going to take this Infectious Blood and try and make this deck, possibly. So here's another Infectious Blood and a Weight of the Underworld and a Malakir Coldblade. I'm going to take another Infectious Blood. These things in multiples can start getting a little hectic, especially with, like putting it onto First Strikers or Acolytes of the Inferno. So we'll take another Infectious Blood. And now we can take something cool like a Fleshbag Marauder, which goes very, very well with this Enthralling Victor. So we'll take Fleshbag Marauder and, hope to just really get our opponents. Alright, here's another Infectious Blood. I think 3 is fine. I think 3 is more than enough to play in a deck. I think any more than this, it starts to get a little too much, and I'm not missing out on a Cobble Brute. So picking up the 3rd Infectious Bloodlust, and, I think that this could definitely be something. Here's a Volcanic Rambler. I don't mind being a Ramblin' Man. Bellows Lizard plus Infectious Blood, just make a 3/2 haste, Taxi Chernifable, or a Slug, which is just what is that, a 4/7 haste? I think it's looking like Bellows Lizard, although I don't like it. Here we can take a Slug. So now that choice has been kind of made up for us. A Night Snare, So this is interesting. I mean, our black is maybe the best color that we have, because we have Fleshbag Marauder and Cruel Revival, which, you know, zombie, non-zombie, but return a zombie. So, I don't know. I think, like, we can Fleshbag Marauder, Cruel Revival something, get Fleshbag Marauder back, play Fleshbag Marauder, keep saying Fleshbag Marauder, Fleshbag Marauder. Yeah, I think this is good. This is very good. And also, like, you know, we can also just have the opportunity of using Fleshbag Marauder to sacrifice one of the infectious bloodlust things and get another infectious bloodlust. I don't know. We could do that. Well, all right. Well, we'll take this. It's a 6/6 for 6 that flies and has, you know, kind of a you lose the game type text on it, which is kind of scary, but I don't know. This is a fine card. I think we're going to get shipped all red and black cards coming this direction because we shipped a bunch of blue going the other way, and some white. Topin Freeblade being one of them. Blazing Hellhound, I'm really hoping that this comes back. This is a great card, especially with Enthralling Victor. Warrior Brute would be fine coming back. Also, Eyeblight Massacre is cool. Dragon Fodder is probably what we're getting back, but we're cool with that. Oh, another Acolyte in the Inferno. Acolytes are very good, and I'm always happy to pick one up. 2 rares in this pack. I expect both of these rares to be here when this pack comes back. Alright, so here we can take a Gear per Gear Crafter. Very good with the Infectious Bloodlust. Turn those Stoppers into 3/2 flyers. Yeah, not a whole lot more to say about that. Dead Bridge Shaman is good, but if you're comparing 3-drops, you know, getting 3/1 in 2 bodies. I mean, it is a 3/1 in 1 body, but you know, one of it flies, and it's also an artifact, which is good at holding the throwing knife too. And this will eventually 2-for-1 our opponent, but Gearcrafter is very, very good. It's like a 2-for-1 built in. Arosa's Champion going by. Another Claustrophobia. That's like 15. I don't know. We're gonna take this Unholy Hunger and be pretty happy with it. I would like to see more Active Treason Nantuko Husks in our life, but we'll take the Unholy Hunger. And here there is a Coldblade, a Spider, which is just unbeatable, a Deadbridge Shaman, and a Return Centaur. Coldblade can be interesting with like an Infectious Bloodlust on it. Also, we have a Fleshbag Marauder, which can just put counters onto this. And we have a couple of good removal spells. It's between that or Deadbridge Shaman. And I think... I think it's the Coldblade, actually, just because we do have the removal spells to back this up. And this is the type of deck to do that. Alright, well, we're not seeing a whole lot of great stuff coming from this direction, but maybe we get hooked up in the next pack. We'll take a Cobble Root here. Better than a Guardian Automaton, I guess, if we're like pushing things out of the way and turning this into, what, a 7/3? I mean, it's fine. Trades for a lot of stuff, which, you know, kills their creatures. I don't know, that's fine. We'll take an Active Treason here. That's great. That's a fantastic pickup. Now we can Active Treason Fleshbag Marauder. And hopefully that Blazing Hellhound comes back. It's not in this pack, but possibly in the next one. Enthralling Victor plus Flame Shadow Conjuring. Fleshbag Marauder plus Flame Shadow Conjuring. Gear per Gear Crafter plus Flame Shadow Conjuring. Does it sacrifice? Exile it. So we can't like discard it. Coldblade isn't a combo with it. Acolyte is kind of a combo with it. I'm going to take the Deadbridge Shaman. It's close. There we go. Perfect. Perfect! That's a good doggy. Good doggy coming back! We'll take the Smash of Smithereens for the board. And a Cobble Brute. Another one. Is it better than any of these? Yeah, I suppose. In some universe, we'll play 2 Cobble Brutes. Maybe a Darksteel Plate. Ooh, and another Smash of Smithereens? Alright. I mean, if our opponent is running, like, the artifact deck, you know, we can do that. But, I mean, this is pretty cool so far. We're just looking to pick up some creatures, fill out the curve. I would like, you know, 4 more creatures. Gets us up to 23 cards. Gets us up to 16 creatures, and I think 16 creatures with 3 infectious bloodlusts is totally cool. And I'd like to upgrade this Cobble Brute. You know, maybe pick up a Nantuko Husk. That would be cool too. Okay, so we have a hard choice here. Another Acolyte of the Inferno, which I can't stress this enough. This guy is very, very good. Or a Fiery Conclusion, or a Reeve Soul. Fiery Conclusion is good because we have Active Treason and Enthralling Victor. Acolyte is just a regular good card, and Reeve Soul is just a regular good card. I think that we're going to pass up on this, even though it's very, very good. We're going to pick up one of these, but it's a matter of which one. And I think I was just talking about how we need creatures, but Reeve Soul is so good. It's such a good removal spell. And like going this into Reeve Soul, you know, making this a 2/2 and swinging in. Yeah, I think it's going to be Reeve Soul. Acolyte is just so, so excellent. But maybe it comes back. Maybe not the Acolyte's coming back. Oh, heavens no. But maybe the Fiery Conclusion will come back. Like these two, just as regular red cards, these are better than something like this. So we're going to take the Reeve Soul, pass an Acolyte of the Inferno. Gosh, I never... Whoa, 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 whoa. This card is insane. This card is straight up insane. Bananas. We'll take that. Yet another claustrophobia. Someone has just infinite claustrophobias, and we're just taking Molten Vortex. And moving on with our lives. Moving on. Alright, some good gold cards here, but not for us. And a good blue card here, but not for us. And Undead Servant or Demolish. So what's in our colors? Neither of those are good. I kind of want to just take like this Tower Geist out of the pack. Yeah, it may have to be that. Or we just take this Undead Servant. I think we actually just take the Undead Servant and just be okay with that. It's another late Reeve Soul. We still only have 12 creatures. 3 Infectious Bloodlust. But I think that we just take Reeve Soul again. A Crone Sergeant would be a good pickup, but I'm taking the removal spell. Shambling Ghoul is a perfect pickup. We could pick up like Pricklebore or Eyeblight Assassin, but Shambling Ghoul is great. Just an early drop, and it's a creature, and it's like one of the best creatures that you could possibly have. Yep, I'm in. I like it. Shambling Ghoul. That's the perfect 2-drop to pick up. Alright. I kind of like the idea of Despoiler of Souls and Sacrifice Effects and getting it back. Like, we could get it back off of the Fleshbag Marauder. I don't like Chandra's Fury or Bella's Lizard. Macabre Waltz may be good, but I do just want creatures. So I think it's going to be Despoiler of Souls. I'm not super happy with it, and it may be the first thing that we cut. I'll take a Deadbridge Shaman. Deadbridge Shamans are also good to sacrifice off Blazing Hellhounds and things like that. Another Infectious Bloodlust, and also a Undead Servant. But I think we're just going to take the Weight of the Underworld here. Be pretty happy with that. Alright, so the Fiery Conclusion did not come back, but these two did. And I think that we take the Subtraining Scout. We didn't see a Husk, so this Subtraining Scout is not as good as it could be. And we do have a lot of things with 3 or more power. So maybe we just pick up the Titan Strength? No, I think we pick up the Subterranean Scout and just put it in the board for now. Majoring Bully is a good 2-drop to pick up, especially with all these Infectious Bloodlusts. Even Battle Priest can go into our sideboard, and same with this Fairy Miscreant, just ruin someone's day. And the Stratus Walk, sure. So we do need to cut some cards. And like, I am looking at these Infectious Bloodlusts, and they do just kind of look like dead weight. They do just kind of look like dead weight to me. It is a cool idea, but I think our deck would just be better off without them. Oops. Yeah, I think our deck would just be better off without these. They don't want to go. Okay. So now we're looking at like Active Treason, Fleshbag Marauder, Blazing Hellhound, Enthralling Victor as this combo with cool things to sacrifice like that. These two. Another zombie for the Cruel Revival. That was a good pickup. So I'm looking at another card to cut here. It may be Volcanic Rambler. It may be actually Despoiler of Souls. Despoiler of Souls is not great. So this is what our deck would look like. Probably 9 swamps, 8 mountains. Yep. Magic Online thinks so too. I'm in. Yeah, I think this does look fine. I think we can do some cool things with this. Just one quick once over, see if we want to do anything. And we can always board in the Infectious Bloodlust plan. But I think that this is a lot stronger deck without those. So, alright, cool. See you all for round 1.